because I noticed that Assemblymember Rudy Salas joined us. And I know this is literally probably the most busy time that legislators have almost during the year with the May revision. So I want to be able to get him in to make some comments. I will note that he is from Kearns and Kings County, represents them. Very influential in the state assembly, has the ear of the assembly speaker. So he's a person that really benefits us here in the Valley. So with that, I want to introduce Assemblymember Salas for a few brief comments.
All right. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate that. And yeah, right now we're in the middle of not only all the budget negotiations, but all of our legislative deadlines and pushing everything through. So more than anything, I guess I could probably give you guys an update on kind of what's happening and what we're talking about. Obviously, appreciate all the work that everybody's doing. It's it's one of those areas that we talk about a lot, but now it's like, well, so let's just say over the years, I've obviously been helpful not only in past budgets locally in Central Valley, but even statewide. And so I'm just kind of excited to just let people know, you might have been reading the headlines about all this money that seems to be available all of a sudden to everybody, whether it's at the White House or whether it's here at the state with the governors. I think he's issuing a press release every day this week on different topics. I think today he's going to be talking about homelessness, but in the economic recovery plan, some of the things that everybody here might be interested is, I don't know if you guys heard the $600 the state of California is going to give to each individual making less than $75,000, right? So it's $600 plus an additional $500 in direct payments to families with dependents. So that's what we're doing at the state side. So that could be up to $1,100 for folks. And then on the federal side, you guys all heard about the American Rescue Plan. And I don't know, Mark, stop me if you guys have gone through all of this with another panelist, but I just want to make sure everybody has the information to access all of this funding that's available. But, there's a $1.43 billion for Older Americans Act program, which is like just for the nutrition program, it's $750 million. Supportive services is $460 million. The National Family Caregiver Support Program, there's $145 million in that. Disease prevention, falls prevention, chronic diseases. So I tell people, there's a lot of different pots of money out there. So don't be shy, because nobody else is going to be shy. So you might as well apply for that and see what you guys can get. One of the things I thought that was really interesting too, that I liked in the rescue plan was there's $12.7 billion to allow more low-income older adults and people with disabilities receive care at home with their families instead of nursing homes. It includes a 10% boost in the federal contribution, which is going to come to the states, and that's going to be available through March 31st of 2022 for Medicaid home and community-based services. So I just want to make sure that people kind of are up to speed on kind of what's happening and all the discussions that are going out there.
Thank you, Assemblymember Salas. They say that they're in the legislature, there are workhorses and show horses. And you can tell by what Assemblymember Salas is talking about, he's one of the workhorses, gets into the weeds and knows the details. It's very, very helpful. And he's right. There's a lot of potential funding out there. And I would just say this, you don't ask, you don't get. So I'd strongly encourage folks to make those applications. The Valley has a number of important challenges that frankly set up us very well in the scoring for a lot of these potential funds, grant money. So I really would encourage you to follow up on that. It's amazing what you can do. Just put your mind to it. I've done it grant applications myself sometimes and that have been successful, and just sit down, answer the questions to the best of your ability, and you might be very successful. Thank you very much for being with us, Assemblymember Salas. Really appreciate your time.
Thank you, Mark. Can I make one more plug if I can?
Sure, please.
Just because you got a lot of folks. So on the legislative front, I could use support letters. We're trying to get assistance and help for mental health for older seniors. So if folks are interested in that, can write a support letter for that. I'd greatly appreciate it.
I believe that's AB 383.
That's correct.
Okay, so folks may want to make a note of this. You can look it up if you want to see more details. But AB, it stands for Assembly Bill 383 from Assemblymember Salas. So we need your support. So it's just a letter, write one in support of that legislation, and chances are it's going to happen.
That's it. Thank you. Thank you very much.